guys, so I am back, and I know it's been a really long time since I've been back, but I'm here and I'm gonna try and stay here. It's really hard to stay and be consistent, but I'm gonna really try because I want to be a YouTube guru. Who doesn't? So today I'm gonna be showing you my foundation routine. It's my foundation, my concealer, my powder, and my contour. So all of that is in the video. Other than that, I did my brows with Wet n Wild's Brow Ash Brown Kit. I have coralina on my cheeks. I have Loreal Voluminous Carbon Black on my eyelashes. And I have YSL number 19 and Milani's Pink Rave. So other than my foundation and all that other good stuff, that's what I have on my face. So I figured, why not show you guys? So let me not chit chat no more, and let's just get to the video. Bye guys.
Okay, so hi guys. So we're gonna start off with L'Oreal True Match Foundation in number 4.5. So that's the first foundation, and it's warm, Fresh Beige 4.5. So I'm gonna put that all over my face. I'm gonna dot it all over. Let me get that hair out of the way. It's all up in my face. By the way, I changed my earrings. I don't know. I'm crazy like that. So once I'm done with, okay, there we go. Now I'm gonna put Kat Von D foundation in medium 53. I'm gonna dot that all over my face. That one just gives me a little more coverage as opposed to the L'Oreal True Match, which gives me a little more of a dewy finish. So I mix them two together, and now I'm gonna buff it out with Real Techniques brush. I think that's the buffing brush. Yeah, that's the buffing brush. So I'm going to buff that all over my face in circular motions. Okay, keep going. Buff it in, girl. Just going to do that all over my face. Down the neck. Okay. I do a lot of buffing, apparently. That's what she said. Just kidding. Oh, it's so hot. I'm gonna take that hair out of my freaking face. Okay, now that I buffed everything in, keep fixing it. Oh, I added a little more L'Oreal True Match just because the Kat Von D foundation is a little drying, and I have dry patches on my forehead. So I added a little more L'Oreal True Match to give me just a dewier effect on my forehead. Okay, now that that's over, next I'm going to take e.l.f.'s concealer, and I believe it's in brightening. So it's just a yellow, very light toned concealer. It's supposed to brighten your face. So I use it first. I'm going to blend that in all over, and I'm going to highlight the contour that I normally have. And that's it. And be sexy, apparently. Yum. That beauty sponge is from Marshall's, I believe. It came in like a flower pack. It came in like 6 other sponges, and it looks like a flower. I think it was $6 if I'm not mistaken. It works pretty well. I don't feel like spending $20 on the beauty blender, even though everybody raves about it. But I'm just going to work it in a tapping sort of motion, and then go in with my fingers, because I find when I go really close to my eyes, it starts to get weird, like the product doesn't go on as smoothly. So I have to go in with my fingers and sort of smooth out the little edge between my nose and my face. Just blending, blending. I am like dying of heat, apparently. It's so freaking hot in my room. So now I'm just going to buff it in with my buffing brush from Real Techniques. And move that earring and just blend it in, girl. Blend it in. We want to accentuate that part of our face just to make us look a little thinner. You know, anything I can do at this point. So just buffing it all in together, making it look seamless. Now I'm going to take Glamoflauge concealer in tan from Walmart. I freaking love that concealer. I have 2 tubes that are open right now because I use one in my makeup bag and one in my vanity, and I have a backup. I freaking love it. It is so good. It covers up everything. People compare it to the Kat Von D concealer. I don't know. I've never tried that concealer, but I can imagine it's as good. I can compare it to my foundation, actually. It's pretty thick, but I love it. I love full coverage concealers. I'm sorry. This is my first voiceover video, so I hope it goes well. Now just tapping it in, putting the excess on from my finger onto my eyelid. Since I've got kind of like a lighter red tone to my eyelids. So just tapping, tap, 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 blending it, putting a little at the corners of my mouth since it gets a little dry there. I mean, not dry, dark. Excuse me. Now I'm dancing like a crazy person. Now I'm going to take e.l.f.'s HD Defining Powder, and I believe it's in translucent. No, it's sheer. Same thing. It's pretty good. It's pretty finely milled. The only problem is if you put a little too much, when you do take pictures, it's going to flash, and the flash is going to be so white. It's going to have such a cast. So you've got to be very, very minimal with it. But if it's everyday, I mean, pack it on if you'd like. Okay, stop with the singing. Now I'm going to take e.l.f.'s foundation stick. These are actually new, and I bought one in a lighter color, I believe in honey, to put in the inner corners of my face, not inner corners, but the middle of my face, just to highlight it. But today I just used the one in coffee, and I like it for the most part. I don't know about all over my face if I would put it in, obviously, my color, but it's okay. Now I'm using e.l.f.'s small stippling brush just to stipple it into my contour. I mean, it's not like a prominent, like I sheared it out a lot. It's not very dark if you shear it. Because look how, like, it looks really sheer right now, but a little something is there. Now I'm just going to contour that part of my face, my forehead, just to make my forehead a little thinner, because I just want to look as thin as possible. Okay, stippling it in all over the face. Now take the buffing brush in the middle of my face just to lighten that part up again. I dragged it at my jawline just to make my jaw look a little slimmer. Just keep blending away, girl. Blend it. Blend that bad boy. By the way, those earrings are from Forever 21. I think they were like $4. I love them. Contour my nose a little bit. Now put a little, I believe, HD concealer again in the middle. Yep. Just to highlight that part again. Working that bad boy in. Now I'm taking e.l.f.'s Baked Blush in Peachy Cheeky. It's sort of like a pink highlight. It's not the one I usually use, but that's the one that's going to work at this point, since I couldn't find my other one. And that one's just going to give me a little flush of highlight, nothing too crazy, just a little highlighting. Down the bridge of the nose, the chin, and the high points of my cheekbones. Now I'm taking MAC's, I believe it's Skin Finish? No, MAC's Studio Fix Powder in NW35, just to mattify my face a little more. And I think that's about it. I don't think I use any other products. So that's it. Thank you guys.